Television City in Hollywood, we bring you the Jack Benny Show with his special guest, Humphrey Bogart, presented by Lucky Strike.
Ladies and gentlemen, one of America's greatest football coaches, Lou Little.
It's not surprising, you know, for a football coach to enjoy a cigarette for relaxation, just as you do, and particularly after a hard game or a tough practice session. Now, I've smoked Luckies for a great many years because I like the way they taste, and it's all a matter of taste, just as the football that you enjoy watching. As a football coach, I like the offensive game in which great deception, speed, and power, and a great deal of pressure put on that defensive lineup. Wait a minute now. We were talking about Luckies. Again, I want to say they appeal to me because I like that taste. And again, it's all a matter of taste.
We hope that, like Lou Little, you're a Lucky smoker. If not, we're confident you will be once you've tried Luckies. You see, smoking enjoyment is all a matter of taste. And the fact of the matter is, Luckies taste better, cleaner, fresher, and smoother. There are two reasons. First, LSMFT. Lucky Strike means fine tobacco. And then Luckies are actually made better. So be happy, go lucky. See for yourself that Luckies taste better.
Thank you very, very much, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Lucky Strike program. You know, really, you'll have to excuse me for laughing, but I just spent the most wonderful half hour I've ever spent in my life. I was listening to my own radio show. And I don't know, I was so comical, you know. I said so many funny things. Oh, I know what you're thinking, you know, but I really believe that a man should be honest with himself. If there's anything I hate, is when a comedian is great and won't admit it. I've never met one like that, but if I did, I'd hate it. And one thing about me, lady, I'm honest. I really am, you know. If any other comedian has a bad show, I'm the first one to admit it. I talk about it all the time. But I have my faults. You know, I'm not perfect or anything. I'm too easygoing and I'm not overly ambitious. But then after all, I don't want to be the richest man in the world, you know. America is big enough for me. But, you know, ladies and gentlemen, tonight, you know, I announced 3 weeks ago that tonight Mary Livingston was going to be on my show, you see. But unfortunately, we had to postpone it because there was a big mix-up and everything. You see, when the producer asked Mary to be on my show, I told Mary to ask for a lot of money, you see. You know, I forgot that I was paying for it. So, instead of Mary, tonight we have Humphrey Bogart as our guest star. And, really, I'm getting him fairly reasonably. You know how tough he is on the screen? You know what a tough guy? Knows nothing about business. Nothing at all. Well, anyway, this show that I'm going to do...
Jack.
What is it, Bob?
Jack, I want to talk to you a minute.
What is it?
Well, I just heard that you talked with the producer, and there's a possibility of my song being out of this show.
Yeah, well, look, Bob, the reason for that is, see, this show is very, very long, you see, and we had to make up our minds whether we take out your song or my jokes, you see, and then we thought we would do what was best for the show.
Oh, well, then my song is in.
No, No, Bob, we felt that it would be much more important, you see, to leave in my jokes.
You mean your jokes are more important than my song?
Yes. My jokes stay in and your song goes out.
Well, that's like keeping the smog and throwing away Los Angeles.
Well, keeping the smog and throwing away Los Angeles.
Pretty clever line, isn't it?
Yes.
What's in my next TV show? I'm on TV 5 times a week.
I thought you were tired. Let's see that. Now look at Bob. Your song is out, and that settles it. You see, I'm running this show. I'm the boss. It's my show, and I'm running it, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent.
Well, that's what the critics said about your last show.
What?
Said Bob was good, Jack was bad, and the audience was indifferent.
Look, Bob, go and get ready for the play, will you?
All right.
You know, I can't understand. He's the toughest guy to get along with. You know, he's only been with me a short time, you know. And the only reason I hired him at all was because I wanted him, you know, I wanted him to introduce me to his brother Bing. Then I found out he didn't even know him. Well, anyway, as I said, the reason that I've got Humphrey Bogart on this show, I want to tell you about the play that I'm going to do with Humphrey Bogart, is because my sponsor called me yesterday, I believe it was, and my sponsor, he's an awfully nice fellow, and my sponsor told me that he had a feeling, you know, he likes my shows. He likes my TV shows very, very much. But he had a feeling that I wasn't doing the integrated commercials. He said I wasn't making the middle commercials in the show important enough. You know, and after all, my sponsor's paying the bills and everything, and he has the privilege of making suggestions, you see. Of course, I don't have to take the suggestion. I have the privilege of quitting. But I don't want to abuse the privilege. So tonight on this show, in case you notice that we stress the commercial, you know I'm doing it. I'm doing it because...
Jack, what's this I hear about you writing me out of the commercial on this show?
Well, Don, look it. Wait, am I going to have trouble with you, too?
You very well may.
Oh, I very well may. Well, Don,
Yeah.
The reason you're not doing the commercial, see, is because I have another very important way of doing it.
Now, just a minute, Jack.
Yes.
What's more important about the commercial than the way I do it?
Look, Don, you don't fit into it this week.
Oh.
I mean, hurting the script for the sake of your commercial is like keeping the smog and throwing away Los Angeles. Excuse me.
Look,
Now, ladies and
Jack, look, don't you know what my doing this commercial means to me? Now, after all, I'm not a funny man. I don't tell jokes. I'm not an actor. I don't sing songs. I don't lead a band. What are you paying me for?
Don, you're hanging yourself. We'll talk about it later, huh?
Oh, darn it!
The fellow been with me 20 years. I can't understand why I have so much trouble with everybody in my cast. But everybody. Always complaining, always unhappy. I don't know. Maybe if I gave them more money, nah. Better they should be unhappy than me. But anyway, well, we've got to get on now with the show. Ladies and gentlemen, now tonight, we're going to offer a real dramatic play called Babyface, starring Humphrey Bogart. On with the show. This is the 24th Precinct Police Station, situated in the heart of New York's theatrical district. This is the detective squad room. Here crime, with its quick, easy promise, is shorn of its flimsy veneer and revealed in its sordid, squalid reality. To this room come people from all walks of life. The flotsam and the jetsam, the hoy and also the polloi. The man you see at the typewriter is Detective Sergeant Crosby. The man looking through the file, standing behind Crosby to his right, which would be to your left on the screen, or to your right, and his left, or, well, anyway, he's Detective Wilson. And he's to everybody's right and left. You can't miss it. The men who just came in are Detective O'Brien and a suspect he has just arrested.
Well, where'd you pick this one up, O'Brien?
I picked them up in an alley near the... I was trying to start a fire in a warehouse.
He may be that firebug we've been looking for. Take him up and let the captain have a look at him.
God, get in there. Come on, get in there. O'Brien was an honest cop. We could tell that from the clothes he wore. Incidentally, my name is Lieutenant Benny. I should be arriving at the office any minute. Oh, here I come now. I took off my hat and coat. I hung them up on the hall tree. I exchanged a few pleasantries with Wilson and Crosby. I had heard a funny story last night, and I passed it on to the boys. Although I was a tough boss and a stickler for work, I had a lot of charm, and the boys loved me. Good thing I didn't see that. Hello? Precinct 24. Yeah? Detective Benny speaking. Just a minute. 385 Madison Avenue, eh? Window pried open. Uh-huh. Screen loose. No fingerprints. Must be the cat burglar, all right. We'll get him.
Oh, the cat burglar again, huh?
Yeah. It's the 15th cat he stole this week. Terrible.
My cat's afraid to go out at night.
I don't blame her.
Hey, Lieutenant. Here's Officer Sweeney's report. You know, he went over to Brooklyn to pick up that stripteaser.
The stripteaser, that was 4 days ago.
Yeah, I know, but Sweeney wants to make sure she's guilty before he brings her in.
I tried to arrest her myself, but I couldn't get anything on her. Better fix up these files. Well, Slim Finger Sarah.
I caught her over at the automat. She was lifting the nickels out of the slots.
She was. Again, eh? You can go, Burke. I'll take care of her. Come on.
Take your filthy hands off me.
Come on.
I said take your filthy hands off me.
All right. Don't holler. This ain't the first time you've been pinched.
You're telling me I'm black and blue all over.
Hey, Lieutenant, wasn't she in here about a month ago?
Yeah, she's the slickest pickpocket in the country. Operates all over town. Last time I arrested her was at the zoo.
The zoo?
Yeah. She picked a baby kangaroo out of its mother's pouch. What made you do a silly thing like that?
To me, a pocket is a pocket.
Now make it easy on yourself and sign that confession. Maybe I'll give you a break.
Oh, no, you don't. I ain't signing nothing till I talk to my lawyer. And besides, I'm entitled to make one phone call.
These crooks know their rights, all right. Go ahead.
Hello, Shirley? Yeah, this is Sarah. Yeah. And say, Shirley, will you do me a favor? Yeah, run across to my apartment, will you? The key is under the mat. And Shirley, there's a pot roast on the stove in the kitchen. That's right. Just lower the gas under it, huh? Yeah, very low. I won't be home for 90 days.
Why didn't you call your lawyer?
You don't like pot roast.
All right, sit down. I'll take care of you later.
Though you may forget me, you're still on my mind. Look over your shoulder, I'm walking behind.
My song they cut out.
Baby, I'm for the love that's new, but I shall wish again.
Shut up over there, will you? I was typing out a report on Slim Finger Sarah when the door opened. And there were Detectives Simmons and Ross. They had brought in a vicious gunman, a killer named Babyface Bogart. I didn't mind the applause he got on his entrance, but I resented the fact that Crosby and Wilson joined in. It looked like this time we had Bogart dead to rights. According to Detectives Simmons and Ross, a little crook named Blinky Mason had been shot to death. They picked up Bogart a few yards from the scene of the crime with a smoking .45 in his hand. Come over here. Sit down over there. All right, babyface. Start talking. What do you know about Blinky Mason?
I tell you, I ain't never heard of no Blinky Mason. Who cares if he was raised in a tenement and his mother said he was a nice little boy? Or his teacher, a sweet gray-haired old lady, cried when he graduated. And his brother owns a haberdashery store in Schenectady. I don't even know his girlfriend, a blonde dame that works in an aircraft factory. Or his boyhood chum that ran away from home and went to Australia.
Wait a minute, babyface. If you don't know Blinky Mason, how come you know so much about him?
I seen it on This Is Your Life.
What?
Gee, how I cried when they brought in a warden that he hadn't seen for 20 years.
The warden?
Yeah. Hey, you know, they flew that guy all the way out from Sing Sing by TWA.
Now look, babyface. You killed Blinky Mason, I'm going to get a confession out of you.
Yeah, and how you gonna do that? Beat me?
He very well may.
When Mason was knocked off, you were standing there with a gun. And listen to this.
I'm walking behind you.
Turn that thing off. Now, what did you do with that gun?
Now, wait a minute, before you start any rough stuff. I'm entitled to one phone call, ain't I?
Well, yes.
Okay, give me a dime and I'll run down to the drugstore.
Oh, no, you don't. You'll make that phone call right here where I can keep my eye on you.
Yeah, and save a dime.
Yeah.
Hello, Shirley?
Shirley?
Yeah, well, listen, honey, this is Babyface. Yeah, well, I won't be home a little later. Oh, that's too bad. Now, what were we gonna have for dinner, honey? Pot roast.
I could have told him that.
Why, that dirty crook.
Yeah, now listen, Shirley, I want you to do something for me. You go in the living room and over by the fireplace, and inside of the fireplace, there's 2 loose boards. Now listen, You lift up those boards and you stick your arm in, and inside there's a package. Yeah. Yeah, well, that's my laundry. Yeah, listen, I want it back by Friday.
Why didn't you call your lawyer?
Because I don't like the way he does my shirts.
Now look at here. You killed Blinky Mason, didn't you?
I didn't do it, and I got a witness.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah!
Why don't one of you guys question?
Time for lunch.
I'll go with you.
Oh, no, you're not. You're not going to leave me alone with this guy. Get over there and sit down. All right, babyface. You can start talking now. I want to hear about that witness. What about him?
Well, I don't know his name, but he was standing right alongside of me at the time of the murder.
Oh, he was, eh?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. What was he doing?
Well, he was just standing there. He had...
What did he look like?
Well, he was a curly-headed guy. He was about 5'10". He had a gray suit on and brown eyes.
Oh, yeah? What color hair?
He was bald.
Wait a minute, you said he was a curly-headed guy.
That's right, no hair, just a curly head.
I ain't buying that, babyface. Start singing.
I'm walking behind.
Not you! Let's get back to that witness again. What was he doing?
Well, he was holding a cigarette in his hand.
Yeah? What kind of a cigarette? I said what kind of a cigarette?
Well, he was, I ain't gonna talk.
I said what kind of a cigarette?
All right. It was a lucky strike.
Now we're getting somewhere. A lucky strike, eh? What made you think it was a lucky strike?
I ain't talking.
What made you think it was a lucky strike?
Because it was so round, so fine, so fully packed, so free and easy on the draw.
Can you remember that, Wilson?
Are you kidding?
One more question, babyface. What was he doing with that cigarette?
He was peeling it.
Peeling it, eh? How'd you know it wasn't a banana?
Because they let me taste it. It was a lucky strike, all right, because luckies taste better, Christina fresher, smoother. Lucky strike.
All right. What else?
Nothing.
What?
Nothing.
What?
Nothing. No, nothing. Beats better taste.
I knew we'd get him to talk. Lock him up, fellas.
All right, get him up. Get over there, you two. I swore to get you, Benny.
But why?
Because you never leave me alone, because you've been hounding me, just because I pulled a couple of lousy murders.
What? What are you going to do?
I'm going to put a red eye between them two blue ones.
Where'd you get the gun?
You didn't frisk me so good when I came in, did you?
No, when I put my hand in your pocket, I found a dollar bill, and I got so excited I didn't look at it. Look at babyface. Look at, I'm not mad at you or anything. Look at, I don't want to die. Look, I'm too young to die. Honest I am. I'm a nice guy. I'll leave you alone. Everybody loves me. Everybody. You love me, don't you, fellas?
All right, coppers, start praying. I'm gonna let you have it.
Oh, yeah? I know your type, babyface. You're all alike. You're pretty brave with that gun in your hand, ain't you? Throw that gun away, I'll show you a coward.
Okay. How about that? Come on, Sarah, let's go get that pot roast. Be my guest.
I'm walking behind you.
Jack will be back in just a moment with his special guest, Humphrey Bogart. But first, a word from Dorothy Collins.
Smoking enjoyment is all a matter of taste. And the fact of the matter is, Lucky's tastes better.
Cleaner, fresher, smoother.
Lucky's tastes better.
Cleaner, fresher, smoother. For Lucky Strike means fine tobacco, richer tasting fine tobacco.
Lucky's tastes better.
Cleaner, fresher, smoother. Lucky Strike, Lucky Strike.
Sure, Lucky's taste better. Everybody knows Lucky Strike means fine tobacco. Fine, light, mild tobacco that just naturally tastes better. And Lucky's are made better. They're round and firm and fully packed to draw freely and smoke evenly. With fine tobacco in a better-made cigarette, golly, you're just bound to get better taste. Smoking enjoyment is all a matter of taste, you know. And the fact of the matter is, Lucky's tastes better.
Cleaner, fresher, smoother. Lucky Strike, Lucky Strike.
When the sketch was over, I found that I had enjoyed it even more than my radio show. I was laughing so much I could hardly thank Humphrey Bogart for helping me give such a great performance. Bogey told me that he thought he had handled his role extremely well. He believes in being honest with himself, too. Then he told me about his new picture, Beat the Devil, with Jennifer Jones. Then I told him about the last picture I made. Oh, I almost forgot to tell the audience that I'll be doing my next television show in 3 weeks. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be with you 3 weeks from today. And I believe, I'm pretty sure my guest star is going to be Johnny Ray. You see, I feel that I'm responsible for Johnny Ray's success. Because when I offered him a job a long time ago, he asked me for an awful lot of money, and I cried. And then he stole that from me. So he's going to be my guest. Thank you very much.
Tonight's program were Sarah Berner and Benny Rubin. Remember, 1 week from tonight on this same station, Ann Southern returns in Private Secretary. The Jack Benny program has been brought to you by Lucky Strike, product of the American Tobacco Company, America's leading manufacturer of cigarettes. This is Don Wilson saying, be happy, go lucky.
Sundays, Ed Sullivan's Toast of the Town on the CBS television network.
From Television City in Hollywood, we bring you the Jack Benny program with his special guest, Johnny Ray, presented by Lucky Strike.
Do-da, do-da, do-da.
Lucky's tastes better.
Cleaner, fresher, smoother.
Lucky's tastes better.
Cleaner, fresher, smoother. For Lucky Strike means fine tobacco, richer tasting fine tobacco.
Lucky's tastes better.
actually see why Lucky's taste better when you strip the paper from a Lucky by tearing down the seam. First, you see Lucky's are made better, made round and firm and fully packed to draw freely and smoke evenly. And second, you see Lucky's are made of long strands of fine, light, naturally mild tobacco. Everybody knows LSMFT. Lucky Strike means fine tobacco. So remember,
Lucky's taste better.
Cleaner, fresher, smoother.
Lucky's taste better.
Cleaner, fresher, smoother. Lucky Strike, Lucky Strike.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Lucky Strike program. Well, here I am again. And you know, as much as I like television, and I do, I'm really crazy about television, the only thing that bothers me is that I hate the fact that we have to have our rehearsals, every Saturday and Sunday. Because in that way I have to miss all of the big football games that we have, particularly this time of year. And, you see, I love football, I'm such a fan of football. As a matter of fact, I played football when I was a kid. I used to play with the Waukegan Wildcats. And, of course, this was years and years ago, way, way back. As a matter of fact, we had the Statue of Liberty played before there was a Statue of Liberty. And, of course, the game, football, was so much rougher in those days. Were you ever stopped on the 20-yard line by a tomahawk? That's about the silliest thing I'll say today, I think. No, really, in those days, when they cheered for the Indians, they didn't mean Stanford. Well, anyway, tonight, ladies and gentlemen, as you probably know, by the way, Mary, how do I look in Palm Springs? She's there right now. As you probably know, today, on my television show, my guest star is Johnny Ray. And I must tell you that I almost did not get him for this show. And, I didn't sign the contract until a week ago. It was a week ago last Thursday. That's right, a week ago last Thursday. You know what happened? Well, let me show you. Let me show you exactly what happened in order for me to get. Hello? 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 Must have hung up. I wonder who... Rochester.
Oh, hello, boss.
You've been sitting here all the time?
Uh-huh.
With the phone. Didn't you hear the phone?
Uh-huh.
Well, why didn't you answer it?
This is my day off.
Well, Rochester, even if it is your day off, couldn't you pick up the receiver? And anyway, if your day off is so precious, if it means so much to you, what are you doing sitting here? Why didn't you go out?
I had nobody to go out with.
Oh, what about the girl you went out with the last time I gave you a day off?
Since then, she got married and has 2 children.
Oh, she threw you over, eh, and fell in love with somebody else.
Oh, no, boss. She still loved me, but she married this other fellow on account of money.
Money, huh? You mean he was rich?
No, but he had some.
Hey, Rochester, you know, I had a real tough day today.
You did?
Yeah. Had to rehearse my radio show and take a lot of publicity pictures. Boy, I'm really tired out.
You are?
Mm-hmm. You know, I was thinking on the way home, too. Here it is, Rochester's day off, and I'll be all alone. I'll have to fix my own lunch. Gee, I'm glad you stayed home. You know, I don't even know where the eggs are.
You'll find them in the refrigerator.
Oh, all right. I'm going to fix myself a cheese omelet or something. Rochester, are you sure the eggs are in the refrigerator?
Yeah, you'll find them on the top shelf.
Oh, yeah. Well, they couldn't have been in here very long. One of the eggs is still warm.
Put on your glasses. You got the light bulb.
Rochester, where's the frying pan?
In the drawer in the stove.
Look, Maestro, I hate to bother you all the time. See, but how do you make a cheese omelet? I mean, what do you have to use besides eggs?
Well, some cheese and some milk, and if you like it kind of thick, add a little flour.
Flour, huh? Where's the flour?
In the right-hand cupboard on the bottom shelf.
Oh, yeah.
Ow! Look out for the mousetrap! You'll find some cheese.
I got some. Let's see.
Boss, there's someone at the door.
I hear it.
He's coming! He's coming!
I'm coming.
Between the phone ringing and the door buzzer, I'm a nervous wreck.
Hello, Don.
Hi, Jack.
Come on
How
in.
are you?
Come on in.
Good to see you. Oh, hello, Rochester.
Oh, hello, Mr. Wilson.
Jack, what's the matter with Rochester? Why didn't he answer the door?
This is his day off, so he stayed in the house. He didn't feel like going anyplace. Look at Don. I'm fixing lunch here, a cheese omelet. You want to come in the kitchen and help me, and I'll fix it for both of us.
No, Jack. No more food for me. Not me. I don't want any more food, you know.
Don, you?
That's right.
Well, what happened?
Well, now, I'll tell you what happened, Jack. You know, for the past 3 months, I've been on a very strict diet.
Uh-huh.
Well, I don't know what happened, but I'm just tired of carrying around 260 pounds.
Well,
this morning, when I got on the bathroom scales after I took my shower, I found I weighed 215 pounds.
Well, what are you mad about? 215 pounds. That means you lost 45 pounds.
Well, that's what I thought. When I found out my stomach was hanging on the wash basin.
Oh, Don, you made that up. Huh?
Yeah.
That's a wonderful joke. We can use it on the radio show.
You like that?
Yeah. Rochester, that's a wonderful joke. Why didn't you laugh?
This is my day off.
Excuse me, Don. I'm going to fix myself an omelet here.
Okay, Jack. Gosh, Roch. Glad he left the room.
Why?
I was afraid he's going to ask me about the commercial I'm supposed to do on the television show, and I just can't think of an idea.
Well, Mr. Wilson, it shouldn't be hard to think of nice things to say about Lucky Strikes.
Oh, I don't have any trouble with that, Rochester, but I want a musical commercial, and doggone it, I just can't come up with anything.
Well, what about that old song that's becoming very popular again, when the red, red robins come bobbing along?
We just did that on radio.
Oh, yeah.
Look, Rochester, I've used about 20 matches. Now, how do you like the stove there?
It's electric. Mr. Wilson?
Yeah?
I know a song that you could use. It's one of my favorites, too.
What is it?
On the Sunny Side of the Street.
Hey, that's a great song, Rochester. You think it'll lend itself to the commercial?
Oh, I don't see why not. You could do something like, wait, I tell you what, you could do something like this. Grab your coat and get your hat. Leave your worries on the doorstep. Just direct your feet to the lucky side of the street.
Yeah.
Smoke an LMFT and you'll never have a rough puff. Life can be so sweet on the lucky side of the street. Just let your taste tell you why. A Lucky Strike you should buy. And you say, oh my, what smoothness and mildness. Yes, it's LSMFT. Lucky Strike me fine tobacco. Just direct your feet to the lucky side of the street. Can you do that? Lucky Strike you should buy. And you say, me oh my, what smoothness and mildness. Yes, it's LSMFT. Lucky Strike me fine tobacco. Just direct your feet to the lucky, I said the lucky side of the street.
All right, really, that was a great idea. Wonderful. Thanks, fella. Thanks a lot.
Anytime, Mr. Wilson.
Okay. I'll get it.
Oh, darn it, there's someone at the door.
Don't worry, boss.
Oh, thanks, Rochester.
Mr. Wilson's getting it.
Who is it, Don?
Messenger boy, Jack, he brought this envelope for you.
Oh, thanks. Thanks, Don. Hey.
Jack. Jack, I gave the boy a quarter tip.
Oh, it was nice of you, Don. Hey, Don. This is the contract that Johnny Ray sent over. You know, he's going to be on my television show.
It's great, Jack. You're awful lucky to get him.
I'll say I am. Give me a pen. Where's the pen?
Here. Here's mine, Jack.
Oh, thanks. Thanks, Don. Boy, I'm really going to... I'm tickled to death I could get Johnny Ray for this show. See, Hey, wait a minute.
What's the matter?
I'm not going to sign a thing like this.
Why not?
Well, he's got a lot of nerve for asking for this kind of money.
How much?
He wants $10,000.
Look, Jack, I know $10,000 is a lot of money, but Johnny's worth it.
Who's worth $10,000?
Look, Johnny Ray always gets that much money for his personal appearances.
He always gets $10,000?
Yes.
Then why is he crying all the time? Look, Don, I'm not giving him. Now, this is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard of. I'm going over to his house and tell him a thing or two.
Wait just a minute, Jack. Calm down a little bit. Now, please don't make a fool of yourself. After all, Johnny Ray's a big star, and his singing style is so unique. Why, Jack, I saw Johnny on a show once, and he had the women in the audience just hysterical. They really were in ecstasy. Why, they even tore off pieces of their clothing and threw them up on the stage.
Oh, Don, that's a lot of foolish, emotional women. If he thinks I'm going to give him $10,000 for this one performance, he's got another guest coming. Now, I'm going over there and tell him a thing or two right now.
Look, Jack, I go right by Johnny's house on my way home. You want me to drop you off?
Yes, Don, thanks.
All right,
I'll go
come
over
on.
right now and find out. Okay. So long, Rochester. I'll see you later.
They're on the piano, Mr. Ray.
Thank you.
How do you do? I'm Jack Benny. Is Mr. Ray in? I'd like to speak to him, please.
Yes, he is. I'll tell him you're here.
Thank you. Thank you very, very much.
Hi, Jack.
Oh, hello, Johnny. Hello.
Sit down. Make yourself at
Thank
home.
you. Thank you very, very much. Thanks.
Anything I can do for you?
No, not a thing. Johnny, I just came over here. I wanted to talk to you about your appearance on my television show.
Jack, I've been doing a lot of thinking about that. It's going to be a lot of fun.
For you, yes. Look, Johnny, you know, I got that contract you sent over, you see, and I couldn't think of signing a thing like this.
You mean the deal is off?
No, it's not off entirely. I mean, I don't want to sign the contract that you gave me, but I brought a contract over myself that I'd like to have you sign. Something wrong?
This is a contract?
Yes.
Jack, I've been around the world twice, and my ticket was shorter than that.
Well, Johnny, you see, I've given the same contract to every member of my radio cast, and they've been with me over 15 years.
You mean they signed it?
Well, I'm hoping they will. They haven't finished reading it.
Well, Jack, I thought that the contract that my agent sent over was more than fair. Why don't you sign it and set a deal?
Look, Johnny. Now, as I told you, I gave this contract to Don Wilson, to Dennis, to Bob Crosby, and to Mary. And look, here's a pen. Here's Don's pen. Sign this contract.
Jack, you must be kidding with this salary you want to pay me. $2,500?
Oh, let's see. That's a mistake. That's a little mistake. That's $250.
$250?
Yeah. What's the matter? The clause? Oh.
What's this clause here, Jack, where I have to pay you $1,000 commission?
Oh, that's 10% of the $10,000 that you want, you see. Oh, Johnny, don't read that next clause. That even embarrasses me.
Now, look, Jack, this is getting us no place. If you want me to be on your television show, you're going to have to sign the contract that my agents drew up.
Well, look, now, wait a minute, Johnny. Let's talk this over. I'm not paying any $10,000 a week, and what's the use of kidding about it? I'm not going to give you $10,000.
Well, Jack, I sing a couple of songs in a nightclub and I get that kind of money.
I'd like to hear the songs that are worth $10,000.
But, Jack, I want to be fair with you. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll sing a couple of tunes, and you be the judge of what they're worth.
Oh, all right, go ahead. $10,000.
Please don't talk about me when I'm gone. Oh, you know you're gonna miss your loving daddy from now on. And just remember, if you can't say things that sound real nice, well, you better keep your little mouth shut. That's your daddy's advice. Now listen to me. You go your way, I gotta go mine. It's sad, but it's true. But now here's a little kiss, and I hope that this my gals are getting kind of funny. Makes no difference how I carry on. Oh, just remember, please don't talk about me. Well, now please don't talk about me. Don't talk about me, baby, when I'm gone. If your sweetheart it's no secret, you'll feel better if you cry when waking from a bad dream. Don't you sometimes think it's real, but it's only false emotions that you feel. If your heart ain't keep getting bluer. Oh, with each sunshine can be found behind a cloud. So let your head down and go for me and cry. If your heart keep getting bluer, oh, with each song. Sunshine can be found behind a cloudy sky. So let your head go.
Jack will be back with just Johnny Ray. But first, the word to the tobacco smoker.
One of America's most colorful and exciting events, the tobacco auction. The rapid-fire chant of the auctioneer as he calls out the bids on a basket of tobacco. The alert tobacco buyers, key men in the drama of the auction, men of sound judgment and years of experience in tobacco buying. Here, one buyer has found a basket of exceptional quality, leaf of almost perfect color, weight, and texture. He signals his bid, but other buyers want this prime light leaf. The price goes higher and higher, but when the top bid is made, it is sold, American. Sold to the American Tobacco Company, the makers of Lucky Strike. Another basket of light, mild, fine tobacco. Yes, at auction after auction, year after year, the makers of Lucky's consistently buy the light, the mild, the good-tasting tobacco. That's why you can be sure that Lucky Strike means fine tobacco. Fine tobacco in a better-made cigarette. A round, firm, fully packed cigarette which just naturally adds up to better taste. After all, smoking enjoyment is all a matter of taste, And the fact of the matter is, Lucky's taste better, cleaner, fresher, smoother. So be happy. Go Lucky with a carton.
I finally gave him $15,000. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. You were a wonderful audience. I'd like to bring my guest star back again, Johnny Ray. Just a minute. It was really wonderful having you on the
Jack,
program.
believe me, it was all my pleasure.
Thanks.
And as you know, I'm appearing at Cyril's here, and I want you to come out tonight and be my guest.
Oh, for dinner? Oh, wonderful, wonderful.
As a matter of fact, it's a good friend of ours in the wings right now that's going to come out and join us.
Friend about who?
Danny Thomas.
Oh, Danny. Danny Thomas. Come on out here. Danny, this gives me, I'm glad you're here, it gives me an opportunity to congratulate you on your own television show, Make Room for Daddy, and to welcome you with the Lucky Strike with the American Tobacco Company family. We're all with that family now.
Thank you very much, Jack. And now that I am working for the American Tobacco Company, too, I'd like to ask you a little favor.
What is it, man?
I mean, think you could take a little cut in salary?
I should take a cut? Why?
Well, I've been on for 7 weeks and they haven't had enough to pay me.
What?
Well, I mean, let's make room for Daddy, kid.
Well, Danny, I'll think about it. But your show is really wonderful.
Thanks, I'm glad you like it.
You better get started for Cyril's, and remember, tonight, you're my guest.
Oh, hold it, John. No, the treat is on me tonight. Thanks.
But I'm working there, no?
That doesn't matter. No, I answer. You fellas are going to be my guests, and that's the way it's going to be.
Well, I'll tell you what, let's flip a coin.
What?
I said, let's flip a coin.
Flip a coin? Okay. And
you mean the three of us?
Yeah, the odd man loses.
The odd man?
Odd man,
Let's see. Have you got a coin?
Okay?
The odd man.
Odd man. I got tails. I got tails.
The odd man loses.
You've got heads?
Yeah.
If the waiter brings a check that seems too high,
It's no secret you feel better if you cry.
all right, go over. Ladies and gentlemen, next weekend, Southern, I'll be back.
Remember, 1 week from tonight on this same station, Ann Southern returns in Private Secretary. The Jack Benny program has been brought to you by Lucky Strike, product of the American Tobacco Company, America's leading manufacturer of cigarettes. This is Don Wilson saying, be happy, go lucky.
Sundays, Ed Sullivan's Toast of the Town on the CBS television network.
The Jack Benny program, presented by Lucky Strike.
What do you think this is? It looks like some form of torture machine, doesn't it? Far from it. Actually, this instrument has a lot to do with the better taste of Lucky Strike cigarettes. What you were just looking at was a device for measuring the moisture content of tobacco about to be made into cigarettes in a Lucky Strike manufacturing plant. And believe me, smoking enjoyment depends a lot on maintaining proper moisture content. Too much moisture, and your cigarette will burn too slow. Too little, and it will taste dry. That's why the American Tobacco Company keeps a sharp eye on the moisture content of the fine tobacco that goes into every Lucky during every step of its manufacture. Here's how Robert Pendleton, who operates the instrument you just saw, tests for moisture after the tobacco has been shredded. He pushes a container of tobacco under the specially designed moisture meter, the long prongs buried deep into the tobacco. Then electric impulses show the moisture content of that tobacco on a dial. Yes, the fine tobacco that goes into every Lucky gets a lot of expert attention all along the line. The moisture test is just one of the hundreds of quality controls regularly made to be sure that you get all the better taste of Lucky's fine tobacco. For smoking enjoyment is all a matter of taste. And the fact of the matter is, Lucky's taste better, cleaner, fresher, smoother. So be happy. Go Lucky.
Thanks, it's okay. Next. You're next, sir.
Where's the other barber, the tall fellow?
He just went out to lunch, sir. Anything I can do?
Well, I don't know. You see, he gave me a haircut, and he left it a little bit too long in the back.
Sit down, sir.
Thank you. You made a charge for this, will you?
No, of course not. By the way, when did the other barber cut your hair?
About 4 weeks ago.
Okay, Mr. Benny.
Oh, you know who I am?
Now, yes.
See, these Hollywood columnists are really wonderful. You can't make a move without them knowing about it. Listen to this. Tyrone Power is winding up another picture in Italy. Errol Flynn is leaving with camera crew for Australia. Jack Benny is in Beverly Hills getting a haircut. Gregory Ratoff, director, has completed casting his new production. This picture will star Irene Dunn and Vincent Price. Gosh, I'd like to make a picture with Irene Dunn sometime. That's funny. When I was having lunch with Gregory Ratoff the other day in the Brown Derby, he didn't even mention it. And we're such good friends, too. I can't understand why he didn't ask me to play the part instead of Vincent Price.
Hello? Yes? This is Gregory Ratoff. Oh, hello, Vincent. Hello, how are you? Yeah, we rehearse tonight. Yeah, at Irene Dunn's house. That's right, Vincent. See you there. Bye. Yes?
Mr. Jack Benny's here to see you.
Jack Benny? I don't remember having an appointment for him today. What does he want?
Perhaps you're to have lunch with him.
Oh, no. That I'll never do again. You know, last week we had lunch together at Brown Derby, and the most embarrassing thing has happened. There was some food left after lunch, and Jack Benny called the waiter and asked him for a paper bag to take the food back home to his dog.
Well, Mr. Ratoff, lots of people take food home to their dogs.
Noodle soup?
Mr. Benny, Mr. Ratoff will see you now.
Hello, Jackie.
Hello, Gregory. How are you?
Well, sit down, my boy. Sit down.
Thank you.
Well, to what do I owe this extreme pleasure?
Well, Gregory, I know you're a very busy man, so I won't take up much of your time. But I have some wonderful news for you.
Yeah? What is it?
Well, this morning I got a haircut.
Well, congratulations.
That's not what I mean. See, while I was sitting in the barber chair, I read in the paper that you're going to make a picture with Irene Dunn and Vincent Price.
That's right, Jackie, and it's going to be wonderful. I consider myself very fortunate with this casting.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what is this you wanted to talk to me about?
Well, Gregory, I was just wondering if you'd like to use me instead of Vincent Price. Gregory, getting back to the picture, of course, I don't want you to think this is anything personal, but I feel that I would do a much better job for you than Vincent Price.
Look here, Jack. You don't mind if I ask you something?
No.
Didn't you do personal appearances last spring?
Yes, I did.
And didn't you go on an extensive tour of one-night stands last summer?
That's right.
Now, if I remember correctly, you've been on the radio for about 20 years?
20 years on the radio, yes.
And now you have your own television show?
My own television show, that's right.
Well, let somebody else make a buck, will you?
Gregory, that's not the point. It's a matter of proper casting. Now, does Miss Dunn know that you have Vincent Price?
She picked him.
Oh. Well, Gregory, you being the director, don't you think it would be better?
No.
Well, look, Gregory, you see, it's all right to be artistic, you know, but you have to be practical about these things. Now, if you give me the job, I can save you money.
You can?
Do you see, not only am I a great actor, you see, but when you score the picture, I can sit in the orchestra because I also play the violin. See? So by my taking two jobs at the same salary, I'll be beating Vincent's price. The chair turned over. How did that happen?
I don't know, only my stomach did the same thing. Now, look here, Jack.
Yeah.
There's nothing personal against you. But Mr. Price is engaged for the role, and that settles it.
Well, it doesn't settle it with me, Mr. Ratoff. I'm going to call Miss Dunn and take the matter up with her directly.
I wish you would.
Thank you. Goodbye, Mr. Ratoff. There's Irene Dunn, Crestview 5, 4124. Crestview 5, 4124. Crestview 5, 4124.
What number were you dialing?
Crestview 5, 4124.
I'm sorry. Crestview 5, 4124 has been changed to Bradshaw 2, 2199.
Oh. Bradshaw 22199.
What number were you dialing?
Bradshaw 22199.
I'm sorry, but Bradshaw 2, 2199 has been changed to Sycamore 2, 8002.
Sycamore 28002.
What number were you dialing?
Sycamore 28002.
Sycamore 28002 has just been changed back to Crestview 5, 4124.
Look, well, operator, that's the number I called in the first place.
Just a moment, I'll present you. Hello?
I'd like to speak to Miss Irene Dunn, please.
This is Miss Dunn speaking.
Irene, this is Jack Benny.
Oh, hello, Jack. It's nice to hear your voice. The last time you called me was in 1943.
1943?
Yes, don't you remember? You wanted me to play opposite you in The Horn Blows at Midnight.
Oh, yes.
Jack, did they ever make that picture?
Well, of course they made the picture.
And I did great business, too. We played 8 weeks at Lowe's Belgian Congo, Warner's Pakistan, and 16 weeks at Grauman's Chinese. The original one, you know, at Kwang Cho Fu. Now, Irene, the reason I called you is, you see, Gregory Ratoff just talked to me about the picture that you're going to make.
Talk to you?
And although he was rather subtle about it, he suggested that I play the part of your husband.
But I thought Vincent Price was set for that part.
Well, he was scheduled to, but if you want me, all you have to do is speak up. Irene, I said, all you have to do is speak up. Irene? Irene? Hello? Hello?
Joe's Fish Market. Sadie the Scaler speaking.
It is not. I've been out with Sadie, and I know her voice. Blackstone 3962.
That number has been changed to Webster 09.
Get off the line.
I will if you'll deposit 10 cents for an additional 3 minutes.
Already? Gee, it doesn't seem like we've been talking 3 minutes, does it, Irene?
You ought to be on this end.
You ought to be in the middle. Please deposit 10 cents and I will.
Oh, all right. Now, Irene, to get to the point, when do you start rehearsing?
Well, tonight at my house, but I don't think you ought to.
At your house? Oh, what time?
8 o'clock. But really, Jack, I don't think you ought to.
8 o'clock, huh? Well, I'll be there, Irene. I'll tell you what, I'll read the part, and Vincent Price will read the part, and may the best man win.
I certainly hope so.
Thanks. Oh, Irene, should I come for dinner? Irene. Got a minute left and nobody will talk to me. I read out early so I can go over the script.
While Jack is on his way to Miss Dunn's home, I'd like a word with you about Lucky Strike. As you know, friends, your enjoyment of a cigarette depends on its taste. And Lucky's taste better. Here's why. Lucky's are made better to taste better. They're made round and firm and fully packed to draw freely and smoke evenly. And LSMFT, Lucky Strike means fine tobacco. So for all the deep down smoking enjoyment you want from your cigarette, be happy. Go Lucky. Next time, ask for a carton of better tasting Lucky Strike. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we take you to the home of Miss Irene Dunn.
Good evening, Mr. Price.
Hello, Gordon.
Make yourself comfortable, sir. Miss Dunn will be down in a few moments. Thank you. May I mix you a drink?
No, thank you.
Yes, sir?
I'm Jack Benny. Miss Dunn is expecting me.
Won't you come in?
Thank you.
May I take your coat, sir?
Oh, yes, yes.
And your hat?
Oh. Well, Mr. Vincent Price. I'm Jack Benny, star of stage, screen, radio, and television.
How do you do?
So, the two rivals meet, eh?
Rivals? What do you mean?
Well, I guess I should have let Irene tell you, but it looks as though I'm going to take your place in this picture.
You're taking my place? Oh, that's ridiculous, old boy.
Oh, no, it isn't. You see, at rehearsal tonight, you and I are both going to read the parts, and the best man will win.
The best man?
Yes.
Mr. Benny, when two people are involved in a statement, the comparative is used. You don't say the best man will win, you say the better man will win.
Oh.
But when three or more people are involved, then the word best is the correct adjective. I see. So before we compete for this part, Mr. Benny, it might be well if you first learn to speak English.
Well, for your information, Mr. Price, I went to Waukegan High School and excelled in English. I got 99 every single term.
Well, ain't that ginger peachy?
Now, cut that out! Of all the sore losers, you certainly take the cake.
Hello, Gordon.
How do you do, Mr. Otto?
Hello, Wins.
Oh, hello, Gregory.
Well, hello, Gregory.
What are you doing here?
Well, I just thought I'd come
Gregory,
around.
I don't know what this is all about, and I demand an explanation. Am I or am I not appearing opposite Miss Dunn?
Well, of course you are.
Well, then what is this schlemiel talking about?
Schlemiel?
Yes, S-H-L-E.
I know how to spell it. I didn't get 99 in English for nothing.
Good evening, everybody.
Oh, hello. Oh, hello, Irene.
Gregory, Vincent.
Hello.
Well, everybody's here, I guess.
Yes, everybody. Some coffee, Gregory?
No, thank you, Irene.
Vincent?
Yes, please.
I'll have a cup.
Mr. Price?
Mr. Benny?
Thank you. Yes, sir. Gee, Irene, this is the better coffee I ever tasted.
The word is best.
There are only two of us drinking it. The comparative. Well, let's get on with the contest, shall we? I mean, the rehearsal.
Go on. Take this tray, please.
Gregory, before we begin this rehearsal, let's settle one thing for Mr. Benny's benefit. Is he or is he not replacing me in this picture?
Certainly not. This is ridiculous.
Of course, it's ridiculous.
I think it's absurd.
You take out the dishes like Miss Dunn told you.
All right, all right. Now, let's get on with the rehearsal. Look here, Jack. If you insist on staying, just keep quiet and sit down over here.
All right.
Now, look here, Irene, honey child. We will start with the scene that takes place in the drawing room.
Oh, Irene, is it all right if I have some of these walnuts here?
Oh, help yourself, Jack.
Yes, it's a big one.
As I said, we will start with a scene that takes place in the drawing room.
That was a tough one.
Look, Irene, in this scene, your husband is late for dinner for 2 hours.
Well, Irene said I could. Anyway, I don't want to sit here like a bump on a log. If I can't play the leading role, isn't there something I can do?
All right. You can play the butler.
The butler?
Yeah, here is the script. We start on page 12.
All right.
Look, Irene, you are the wife, and Vincent is the husband that doesn't understand.
And Jack, I'm the butler whom Irene really loves.
You're the butler, that's all. And please stop rewriting the script. Irene is not in love with you. Irene is in love with Vincent. And you're just the butler, that's all.
Wait a minute, don't shout at me. You know, I'm old enough to be your brother.
Vincent, dear, would you please make your entrance from there? Irene, honey, look. He's late for dinner for 2 hours. You're very nervous. So will you please start from here?
Where should I go?
Oh, go any place. See where you call the butler.
All right. Oh, Smedley. Smedley.
Smedley. What is it, madame?
Are you sure my husband hasn't phoned?
I'm quite sure, madame. Shall I serve dinner?
No, I'm much too upset to eat. I've been under such tension these last few weeks. Oh, why does my husband treat me like this? Why does he act so...
Winston, that's where you're making your entrance.
Okay. Oh, good evening, darling. Sorry I'm so late.
Oh, Michael, you're always always late and you're always sorry. It's been like this for months. What's come between us?
Nothing, my dear. It's just that I've been so busy lately at the office. Now, let's forget about it. Come here and give me a little kiss.
Dinner is served. I came in too soon here. I'm sorry, Grant.
Jack, you don't come in for a few minutes more. Will you please sit down?
Continue, darling. I'm sorry.
Michael, I just can't kiss you and forget it. This can't go on forever.
Every night it's the same argument, this constant nagging. I tell you, I've been working at the office.
But I telephoned your office. They said you left at 2 this afternoon.
Well, I had business at the bank.
Michael, you were not at the bank and you know it.
All right, so I wasn't. Must I explain my every move to you?
There's a worm in this one. Look at the way it wiggles.
Jack, will you please stop interrupting? And please get away from those doors.
I'm sorry, darling. Please continue.
Oh, it's no use, Michael. I know you're lying. Look at you. Everything you say, everything you do gives you away.
Well, you can keep on talking. I'm going to have dinner.
But, Michael, I must know. Do you love me or not?
Of course I love you.
You're lying.
Very well, then I am lying. You might as well know the truth, my dear. I've never loved you, never.
Michael!
And if you weren't so stupid, you would have known it long ago.
What are you saying?
I married you for your money, that's all.
No, Michael.
Everybody else has known it, and if you weren't such a blind little fool, you would have realized it yourself. And the sooner you divorce me, the happier I will be.
Michael, no, I'll never divorce you.
Here,
I couldn't live
stop these
without
dramatics.
you.
I'm leaving.
Michael.
I'm going to my club. Smedley, pack my clothes.
I wouldn't touch your dirty clothes. You schlemiel?
Jack, it isn't in the streets.
Well, I can't help it. He made Irene cry.
Well, he's supposed to make me cry. It's in the story.
Well, if that's the kind of a picture it is, I don't even want to be in it.
Who asked you to be in it?
Irene did.
I did not.
Well, somebody did. I'm here.
Look here, Irene. I've never directed before under such aggravating circumstances, and I'll never direct under such aggravating circumstances again. I'm quitting.
Now do you see what you've done, you blunderhead?
Well, now, wait a minute. There's no need for everybody to get excited. Look, I'll tell you what, Vincent. Or may I call you Vince?
You may call me Mr. Price.
Oh. Well, look, Mr. Price, look, there's nothing to worry about now because, you see, I can direct the picture.
Oh, so now you're going to do it?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Irene, but I've had enough of this, too. I'm leaving.
Well, he's gone.
Yes, Jack, and I hope you're satisfied.
Oh, I am. Of course, I didn't want to get Vincent's part by default. I thought Irene was very, very clever the way you maneuvered it.
The way I... Why,
Schlemiel?
Yes, that's it. I quit, too.
Well, I've never been so insulted in all my life. Gordon, my hat and coat.
I wouldn't touch your dirty clothes.
You might as well go home.
Jack will be back in just a moment, but first...
Friends, here's a wonderful Christmas gift for anyone who smokes. Because it says, Merry Christmas and Happy Smoking 200 times. Yes, 10 packs of those better-tasting Luckies. All done up for Christmas in a beautiful carton created just for Lucky Strike by the famous designer, Mr. Raymond Loewy. It looks so bright and colorful under your Christmas tree. And it's such a welcome gift to anyone who enjoys a good smoke. Because, you know, smoking enjoyment is all a matter of taste. And the fact of the matter is, Luckies taste better. Cleaner, fresher, smoother. That's why you can't go wrong if you remember your friends with these colorful Christmas cartons of Lucky Strike.
Be happy, go lucky for Christmas gifts this year.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you who tuned in late, I'd just like to announce that this was not the Robert Montgomery Theater. But I did enjoy doing this television show very, very much because this is the first time that I've ever worked with Irene Dunn. It's also the first time that I've been able to understand Gregory Ratoff. He sounds like a Russian Marlon Brando. Of course, like the Robert Montgomery Theater, I wanted to bring these movie stars out here just to take a bow and ask them what their future plans were. But they told me it was none of my business. Vincent Price, too. I think he's a fine actor and everything, but, I'm not jealous of his talent. But I don't know why he's so stuck up. I saw him at a party the other night at Ronald Coleman's house, and I waved at him, and I whistled at him, and hollered at him and everything. He wouldn't even turn around. So I just closed my window and went to bed. Well, anyway, so much for the show. And, before I forget, I was asked to make an announcement. I want to welcome a new television station that opened this morning in Las Vegas, a CBS station in Las Vegas. So welcome, KF... Huh? What? Oh. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. They've just lost it. Anyway, thanks again very, very much. See you in about 3 weeks.
Evans, Ralph Sedan, Lee Benaderet, and Lois Kimbrough. Remember, 1 week from tonight on this same station, charming, disarming Ann Southern returns in her famous role as a not-too-private secretary. You'll love watching Ann's hilarious adventures and misadventures. Tonight's Jack Benny program has been a film presentation brought to you by Lucky Strike, product of the American Tobacco Company, America's leading manufacturer of cigarettes. This is Don Wilson saying, be happy, go lucky.
This is the CBS Television Network.
Light up a lucky, it's light up time. Be happy, go lucky, it's light up time.
For the taste that you like, light up a Lucky Strike.
Relax, it's light up time.
Our friend Happy Joe Lucky has the right idea. Relax and light up a better tasting Lucky Strike. You'll find that Luckies do taste better, and for good reasons. First, LSMFT. Lucky Strike means fine tobacco. And then that fine, good-tasting tobacco is toasted. It's toasted to taste even better, cleaner, fresher, smoother. So light up a Lucky. You'll say it's the best-tasting cigarette you ever smoked.
For the taste that you like, light up a Lucky Strike.
Right now.
Light up a Lucky. It's light up time.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Lucky Strike program. You know, this is my third show of the, I was just thinking, I don't know why I come out here every show and I keep saying thank you, thank you, thank you. I mean, I don't know what I'm thanking you for. I mean, you get in here for nothing. And believe me, that wasn't my idea. You know, I've always felt that it would be fair to charge the audience a nominal fee for coming in to see our shows. You know, let's say $1 for adults, 50 cents for kids, maybe a quarter for dogs. Now, seals. Of course, seals I let in for nothing because, you see, they applaud a lot. That's about the silliest thing that I'll say today. But anyway, on our show tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to... Oh, by the way, did you see the wonderful show, hour-and-a-half show, that Noel Coward and Mary Martin did yesterday? Wasn't that the most... Really, that was the most terrific thing I've ever seen in my life. Imagine just two people, Noel Coward and Mary Martin, alone on the stage for 90 minutes. I thought it was just sensational, you know. Of course, I had the same idea, you see, but then if I did it, you know, with just two of us on the stage, everybody would say that I'm cheap. Of course, Coward, you know, Noel Coward, he's so sophisticated and suave, and many times I've been compared to him. You see? A lot of people have said that I'm another coward. I say that when I was in the Navy. But when I was in London, ladies and gentlemen, about in 1952,
pardon me,
I used to go in to visit Coward at his home, you see. And he had the largest swimming pool that the largest swimming.
Lady, would you move your big feet so I can get through?
Be quiet, there's a show going on.
Just trying to get a better seat.
Pardon me.
Pardon me.
Now that everybody's comfortable, we'll go on. You are comfortable, aren't you?
Yeah, from here I can see everything.
That's what I meant before about letting people in for nothing. But ladies and gentlemen, on our show tonight, we have, really, as a guest star, one of the...
Jack.
Don.
Jack, I'm sorry, but I just had to come out here. You know, I stopped by the drugstore on the way to the studio today, and I picked up the latest issue of Look magazine. Mm-hmm. And Jack, guess whose picture's on the front cover?
I haven't the slightest idea.
Jack, it's you. It's your picture.
No.
Yes, sure. And you want to know something else?
What?
There's a big story in there about you written by William Saroyan.
All about me?
Yeah, here, I'll show you.
I can't get over it.
Oh, wait a minute. Right here on
page 51. Pictures and everything.
Oh, Jack, you knew about it all the time.
Well, of course I knew. I bought 9,000 copies. I know about it.
Anyway, I think it's a wonderful article. And I particularly like this paragraph where he mentions that you've been sponsored by Lucky Strike for 12 years.
Well, I knew you'd like that. Now.
I'd liked it even better if he'd said Lucky's around and firm and fully packed, so free and easy on the draw.
Don, this article...
Not one word about light-up time.
Don, this article wasn't about Lucky Strike. It was about me, so don't get yourself all upset about it.
I'm not upset, Jack. I just can't understand why he couldn't find room for 5 more words. Just 5 words. It's toasted to taste better.
Look, Don, the article is written. There's nothing you can do about it. Now forget about it. Now leave me alone. Let me get on with the show.
Oh, all right. Just 5 more words. That's all I wanted in here. Great big long article.
5 chins are shaking. Of course, there's one thing I like about Don Wilson. He's so loyal. And this is what I like about everybody in my cast. You know, they all take care of their own business. Like, Don worries about the commercial. Dennis sings. I try to get laughs on the show. Oh, speaking of laughs, you know, today, I was coming here, I was walking down Fairfax Avenue, you see, and a fella...
Louder!
And a fella stopped me on the street, and he asked me if I could let him have $5,000 because he'd like to get some dinner, you see. So I said to him, why? Why do you need $5,000 for dinner?
Louder!
So I said, because I want to eat, he said, because I want to eat in a drive-in, and I haven't got a car. Is that loud enough for you?
Yeah, now make it funnier.
Look, mister, you who's trying to get in the act, come up here just a minute, will you please?
Okay.
Just come up.
Pardon me.
No, not that way. You gotta go by the way of Azusa. Come back this way. I told you, the minute you let people in for nothing, I know all of you folks are nice. But somebody like this... Now, Mr.
Fink.
Fink?
F-I-N-Q-U-E, Fink.
Now, Mr. Fink, I didn't bring you up here to embarrass you. But, I mean, as long as you got a chip on your shoulder, I mean, why did you come in here in the first place?
Who wanted to come in here? I was standing in line waiting for the Lassie show. Yeah, some guy comes over to me and says, they're giving refrigerators away in here.
What do you mean we give refrigerators away in here?
Well, look, in television, a program has either got to give entertainment or a refrigerator. Now, where's my icebox?
Look, Mr. Fink.
F-I-N-Q-U-E.
I know.
That's French.
French?
In Paris, it's Finke.
I don't care what it is, and you're not getting a refrigerator. So go back to your seat and be quiet. Just sit down and be quiet.
Okay. 12 programs this week, and I still ain't got a stick of French.
Ladies and gentlemen, these are the problems that come up when you do live shows. You know, you never know what's going to happen. Now, I have reserved this spot for a very special treat, because I've asked, as one of my guest stars, a young lady who practically overnight became a sensation on television as an entertainer, the singing star of the George Gobel Show, Miss Peggy King. Peggy, I want to tell you how very happy I am that you're here with me on this show.
Oh, thank you, Jack. You know, I can hardly believe it. All these wonderful things are happening to me. You know, because a year ago I was still doing singing commercials, and now here I am on the same program with America's second favorite comedian.
Second? You know, Peggy, it wasn't exactly written that way.
I know, Jack, but I showed the script to George Gobel last night, and he changed it a little.
Oh.
He thought it would be funnier this way.
Oh, I see. Well, anytime I want advice from a dirty bird, I'll ask him. Now, Peggy, you know, I've got nothing... I love George Gobel. I think he's very, very clever. But he's young. You know, and he needs years of experience. And I'm sure that when he's in show business, as long as I've been, I mean, he naturally will improve.
Well, that's true, Jack, but in my opinion, well, even now, George is tops.
Of course, that's your opinion, you see. Fortunately, we're living in a country where we can express our feelings either way. You see? And I'm just about to.
Jack, I thought you'd agree with me. After all, last year when George won the Emmy Award, well, you made the presentation.
I made... Oh, that's right, I did. I did hand him the Emmy Award.
George said you threw it at him.
George said... Listen, let's forget George and get to my show now. Now, what are you going to sing?
This is Where Love Walks Out, brother.
That's the title of it, huh? Well, take it, sister, and I'll see you, right?
I've seen you through your trouble when trouble had you down. I've shared the happy moments that seldom came around. I've lived a bit and loved a lot. I guess I know the score. But I've got great big news for you. I don't love you anymore. For this is where love walks out, brother. I know what love's about. This is where I came in, brother. And this is where love walks out. My heart's not made of tin, brother, and you're too much for me. And after all we've been, brother, I'm through with misery. You gave me one routine too many, I began to doubt you. And though my little world will be an empty place, two-faced without you, this is where love walks out, brother. And doesn't it seem strange that after all we've been, brother, my heart will never change? For this is where love walks out. You gave me one routine too many, I began to doubt you. And though my little world will be an empty place, two-faced without you, this is where love walks out, brother. And doesn't it seem strange that after all we've been, brother, my heart will never change? For this is where love walks
That was awfully cute, really. That was wonderful.
Thank you, Jack.
And she sounded pretty good out here, too.
You keep out of this.
Jack, who is that?
Oh, some guy named Fink.
F-I-N-Q-U-E.
I know. And stop making so much noise. People watching the show at home, they can see everything you do. They can hear you.
They can?
Yes.
Hey, Martha, keep the cold water running on the butter. I ain't got the icebox yet.
And you're not going to get one either, so sit down. I'm terribly sorry, Becky. And I'll see you later on. Goodbye, sir. You know, ladies and gentlemen, in the past couple of weeks, I've received fan letters from friends, people who tell me how much they enjoy my show, but they also add that sometimes they feel that my show is directed to adults. And I've had friends of mine who have children say to me, Jack, why don't you do a show sometimes that our kids can enjoy, our children? See? So we're going to do that right now. And to help me out, I've called upon a gentleman who just loves working with and being with children. And here he is, Art Linkletter. Well, Art, it was certainly nice of you to give up your Sunday and be here with me.
Anything to get out of the house, Jack. My kids were driving me nuts.
Well, Art, when I called you and asked you to come here on the show, did you know exactly what I wanted you to do?
Well, I think so, Jack. You wanted me to duplicate a part of my daily house party show where I talk to the little kids from the schools.
Yes. So my show is different for children, you know?
So I brought along some little school kids today, 5 years of age.
Oh, well, and you have them with you?
Yes, I have.
Well, all right. If the children are with you, the stage is yours.
Thank
Take
you,
it.
Jack. Now, I should... I should explain, ladies and gentlemen, many of you, well, some of you work during the day. And you perhaps don't see my daytime show. I talk to the kids strictly unrehearsed. They just come out of the school and tell me what's going on around the house. That's all. Open the curtains and let's meet the... These are my 4 little guests. And, how are you?
Fine.
What's your name?
Richard Houston Farmer.
How old are you, Mr. Farmer?
I am 5 and a half.
Uh-huh. Let's talk about, well, girlfriends, for instance.
Okay.
You got any?
Well, quite a few.
How many you got?
About 90 of them.
Well, no wonder you're such a flirty-looking fella. How about your family? Got any secrets?
Yeah, a couple.
Well, tell me one of them.
Well, my mother's in the audience, so I guess I'll have to tell.
All right.
My girl doesn't know this. We're going to get a baby on Christmas Eve, and she'll have to take care of it.
Really? Well, does your daddy know?
No, but he's in the audience.
Your daddy doesn't know yet, huh? Well, for heaven's sakes, he's just finding it out, huh?
You're right.
Did they give you any special orders today?
Yes, they have.
What orders did they give you?
Well, they gave me to go to the bathroom and not say any bad words.
Oh, well, he obeyed, didn't he? Hello. What's your name?
Julia Caroline O'Neill.
How old are you, Julia?
5 and a half.
Uh-huh. Do you have any boyfriends?
Yes, 2.
Who are they?
One here and the other.
Wait a minute, you one?
Yep. Gregory, 2.
Yeah. How do you know they're your boyfriend?
Because one kisses me, and the one that doesn't kiss me is right here, and the one that kisses me is over on the Moines.
Oh, why don't you kiss her?
Because I don't know about her yet.
Yeah, just don't go around kissing girls you don't know about. Who do you think's smarter, boys or girls, Julia?
Girls.
Why?
Because they smell sweeter than boys, and they can have babies and boys can't.
That's right. That's right. What's your name, young fella?
David Caswell.
David who?
David Caswell.
How do you spell Caswell?
I don't know, but I'm sure I could write it.
What kind of letters does it have?
Here's one of them, and I can make 2. I can make all the letters.
Oh, yeah, that's a good letter. Well, now, David, do you have any girlfriends, David?
No.
Mm-hmm. You're a bachelor?
No.
You're not either one. What are you going to be when you grow up?
Scientist.
What do you study?
I'll study about germs.
What do germs look like?
I think they look like people.
Look at all those germs out there. Well, here...
Smaller.
Oh, they're smaller, thank you. What's your name?
Christine Farley.
Christine, how old are you?
5 years old.
Ah, you're a pretty little girl, aren't you?
Thank you.
Uh-huh. Do you have any problems or any complaints at all?
No.
Does your daddy have any complaints?
Yes, when there's no cold beer.
Well, I don't blame him at that. What are you going to be when you grow up, honey?
A housewife.
And have a husband and all. Well, you'll have a lot of them ask you because you're one of the prettiest girls we've seen. Did you enjoy meeting the children? Well, those were some of the children. Now we have some more little children. Would you come out, please, children, right here? Oh, aren't they cute? Would you please be seated, children, so we can get on with the interviews? That's fine. That's good. Now, let's see. Who'll be first? first.
I'm first.
No, you just wait your turn. I'll get around to you in a minute. Now, here's a cute little boy. What's your name, little boy?
I'm Donald Wilson, and I'm 9 years old.
What do they call you at school, Don or Donald?
My teacher calls me Fatso.
Your teacher, but what about the other kids in the classroom?
Well, in my class, there's no room for other kids.
Well, let's see.
I'm next.
You wait your turn. Be careful, this is my set, you know. I'm going to use this tomorrow. Oh, and the set for nothing. What is your name, little girl?
Peggy King.
Oh, isn't that a pretty name? Are there any more at home like you?
Yes, I have 2 little brothers.
Uh-huh, that's that. Oh, by the way, I wanted to ask you, do you always suck your thumb?
Uh-huh.
Well, what about your brothers?
They have their own thumbs.
Well, now, let's see.
I'm next. No, I'm next.
You wait your turn, please. You must wait your turn. Do you read, Peggy?
Oh, yes.
What is your favorite story?
Well, my favorite story is about the mother that wanted her daughters to grow up and have beautiful clothes and jewelry and go to the palace and dance with the rich men and maybe marry the prince.
That's your favorite story, huh?
Uh-huh, Cinderella.
Oh, Cinderella. I thought she was talking about the Gabor sisters. Well, I'll be back to you in a moment. Now, here's a cute little
Now, you
fella.
skipped me. You skipped me. I'm next. Now, you're cheating.
Just a minute. I'm running the program. And
I'm cheating. I'm going to tell my mother.
Now, look.
She's a lawyer.
I don't care if your mother's a lawyer. Now, you get this straight. I'm running this show, and if you don't wait your turn, you can just get up and leave this place.
What?
Now, this little boy's a real cute little lad, and what's your name?
Rochester Van Jones.
Now, that is something. Isn't that a cute little Davy Crockett outfit you have on?
Thank you.
Huh? Now, where were you born?
On a mountaintop in Tennessee.
Well, Davy Crockett was a kind of an outdoor man. Are you fond of wildlife and animals?
Oh, I am.
What's your favorite animal?
Fried chicken.
I'm next.
You're next, and now I'll get around to you. What is your name?
Jackie Benny, and I'm 8 years old.
8 years old. Now, what do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be a violinist. And I practice every day. I practice 3-4 hours every day. I want to be a violinist.
That's wonderful. When you grow up, I suppose you want to be the greatest violinist in the world.
No, the richest.
You know, folks, I think he'll make it. Now, where do you live, little boy?
360 North Camden Drive.
Oh, I know where that is. Uh-huh. It's right down the street in Beverly.
And I'm 8 years old.
I know. You told me that before.
I know. It's so much fun saying it.
Such a little boy with such hairy knees. Now, I think it's time for
Pardon
talent.
me.
It's
Pardon
talent
me.
and what?
Pardon me. Hey, wait a minute. What kind of a cheap operation is this anyway?
Here's the same fella butting in all the time. He's been butting in all through the show. Now look, Mr. Fink.
F-I-N-Q-U-E.
I know what it is.
Well, where's my refrigerator?
You're not getting a refrigerator.
Now, just a minute, Jack. If it's just a refrigerator, give it to him.
Hey, you I like. Hey, you can call me Frank. That's my first name.
Frank?
F-R-A-N-Q-U-E.
Now cut that out. Now let me tell you something. If you think you can come up here and cause this disturbance, you're sadly mistaken.
Well, if I don't get my refrigerator, I'm going to go to the head office and cause a real stink.
What?
S-T-I-N-Q-U-E.
Jack will be back in just a moment, but first a word to cigarette smokers.
Light up a lucky.
It's light up time.
Be happy, go lucky.
It's light up time.
For the taste that you like, light up a lucky strike.
Relax.
It's light up time.
The end of a perfect date when you stop for a light snack and linger with your Luckies. Why Luckies? Well, that's easy. Luckies taste better. Naturally they do. Lucky Strike means fine tobacco. And then this fine, good-tasting tobacco is toasted. It's toasted to taste even better. Cleaner, fresher, smoother. So next time you want to linger, light up a Lucky.
For the taste that you like, light up a Lucky Strike.
Right now.
Light up a Lucky. It's light up time.
Thank you. Thank you very, very much, ladies and gentlemen. You know, it was fun wearing this kitty outfit, you know, although it was quite expensive. But I'll get it back next week when I go door to door, trick or treat. Ladies and gentlemen, be sure to watch Ann Southern next week, and I'll be back in 2 weeks. And Mary's going to be on the show, too, on my show 2 weeks from now. And also, as my guest, one of the world's greatest violinists, Mr. Isaac Stern. And we're going to play a duet together. I don't know exactly what the number's going to be. He suggests Segonaweisen by Sarasate. You see, of course, I lean toward the Yellow Rose of Texas. Which one we're going to do, I don't know. And incidentally, on November 3rd, I'll be back for the auto show on the Shower of Stars. Thanks very much.
Appearing on tonight's program are Mel Blanc and Michael Rahill. Remember, 1 week from tonight on this same station, be sure and watch Ann Southern in Private Secretary. Jack Benny's next television show will be in 2 weeks.
Imagine pleasure like this. Yes, there are many pleasures you dream about. Here's one you can have. It's Filter Tip Tarleton. All the pleasure comes through. The taste is great. Filter Tip Tarleton smokes milder, smokes smoother, draws easier. Tarleton's filter is pearl gray because it contains activated charcoal for real filtration. That's why when you smoke Filter Tip Tarleton, all the pleasure comes through. The taste is great.
The Jack Benny program has been brought to you by the American Tobacco Company, America's leading manufacturer of cigarettes. The Jack Benny program has been selected for viewing by America's armed forces overseas.
And now, folks, it's time to say goodnight. We sincerely appreciate your patronage and hope we've succeeded in bringing you an enjoyable evening of entertainment. Please drive home carefully and come back again soon. Good night.